Hello Capricorn, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Capricorn for the middle of September. Now Capricorn, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Just a reminder, Capricorn, that I'll never ask you for money. I'll never ask you for a reading either on YouTube, Instagram, or via email. Just keep that in mind. The only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I've decided to bring back the Celtic Cross. The last one I did had good reviews, so I figured we would bring this back. But if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreons. Let's take a look at what we have here for you. Make sure everything's in view. And we'll get right into this for you. All right, I think that looks good enough to me. And we're going to take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. Put those right there. Energy on the bottom. You have the 10 of Swords. So this is potentially something ending in your life. Definitely something ending here. I do feel like this is probably behind you. The thing is, my question to you is it fully behind you? Because I feel like this has happened already, but there might be a tendency to think negatively about whatever situation has ended here for you with the 10 of Swords here on the bottom. Thing is, this situation's completely done. There's an element of finality with the 10 of Swords. It's like a definitive ending. However, this card, as I always like to say, does give you an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. Okay, it does say that there are new things in the future. As one thing ends, another begins, right? And so there is new hope on the horizon. And that's definitely something that I would like to just sort of bring to your attention with that 10 of Swords, especially on the bottom. So let's go ahead and put that there. And taking a look here, there's something really nice coming in for you, Capricorn, but right away you have the Ace of Wands, actually my favorite card in the tarot. This is my card of turning a passion into a profit. This is something that this is some sort of passionate new beginning coming into your life. It kind of feels like the sort of primordial flame here, this sort of flame that's inside of you burning. And so there's something that you really want to get going. There's something that you want to start here. It's like you're really ready to be done with this ending, with this 10 of Swords. This is a card of side hustles as well for me. And so some of you may be starting something on the side. Some of you maybe have some sort of passion that you are investigating. Others of you are starting a relationship with someone here that you've met already, and it is feeling passionate, or there's something going on there for some of you. I do try to bring in messages for both career, finance, and love. But here you have so that's your current situation. In your problem, you have the Knight of Swords. I do feel like you're being, perhaps there's some impulsivity coming in here for you with this card showing up. This is a card of taking action, springing to action, but it can also say to not go too fast so that you make an impulsive decision or something like that. I feel like what I wanted to say right away when I got this was patience. Perhaps the issue is patience for you in this particular situation. So we'll see how that wraps in as we go along, but it's almost like you're raring to go here with the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Swords, and it's like sometimes you just have to allow the divine timing to catch up. Now, in the past, you have this Page of Cups. This is some sort of new romance potentially that started. That's why I feel like for some of you, you have met somebody. Perhaps you even extended the olive branch to them and you're the one who made the offer. Could be the other way around, but there was someone here in the past that stepped in that said they're interested in you. Something like that going on with the Page of Cups. For others of you, it's this new idea. It's some sort of creative venture or creative idea or project that you have coming in. There could also just be a situation here that's been making you happy, despite we have this Ten of Swords on the bottom endings. I do feel like at the same time there could be something that was delivered or something that came in that made you very happy as well with that Page of Cups, which is also totally possible. So Ace of Wands, Page of Cups is passionate relationship, passionate romance happening. So some of you may just be really, perhaps it's like that's what you really want and it just hasn't come in as quickly, or perhaps there's somebody who you feel a connection with that you need to be patient with. Now in the future, you have the Devil. This is a card of our shadows. This is something that we are looking to release and transmute and turn into something better. Now, I will say the Devil is the Capricorn card in the tarot, and so, you know, this could mean you coming forward here, just showing up in the future. That, like, it's almost like maybe all eyes will be on you, or there's some sort of spotlight here in the future on you here, Capricorn. Some of you could be dealing with that. However, this is, you know, negative tendencies coming into your life, whether this comes in the form of an addiction or negative thinking, you know, not looking forward to the future in a positive way, you know, obviously negativity, but like anything like that happening here with the Devil can be a tricky, challenging person as well. My gut is telling me that there's something around patience that's being called to your attention here that you may need to look at with the Devil and the Knight of Swords in the future. I do feel like there's an opportunity either with this project or this person, but it's really going to be an exercise in your will here with the Devil and the Knight of Swords, just trusting and allowing it to happen as it should. You have the Five of Wands here. This is your conscious, what you're aware of. There's potentially you see some sort of conflict coming. You could also be in a mental conflict right now. Some of you may be dealing with that. It's like perhaps you see this opportunity here with the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Cups offers opportunities, but it may require you to make a compromise or make some sort of adjustment in your life, and that's where the conflict is coming in. The mental conflict is coming in for you with that Five of Wands. Some of you may resonate with that. Others of you are just maybe coming out of a conflict because you have the Devil as well, which is tricky, challenging, and then you have the Ten of Swords. Some of you could be doing that. Now, in the subconscious, in the lower row, what you can't see or what is hidden, what's coming to the surface unknown, is the Ten of Wands. So this is some sort of overwhelming feeling, some sort of burden here that you're carrying on your shoulders. Now, what I like to say with this Ten of Wands is, you know, each one of these wands that this person is carrying represents some sort of lesson learned or some sort of experience that they've learned along the way, because this is the full manifestation of the Suit of Wands. So it says you've gone through a journey. You've gone through some sort of traveling or some sort of trip here, and it wasn't all for nothing. Yes, there's more work ahead. Yes, this person's sort of fighting an uphill battle, but at the end of the day, they have these experiences that they can take with them to learn and to work through the challenge. And so it's all about learning from those things those experiences that you've had from the past year. And so I definitely feel like you know that there's some sort of patience or some sort of situation that's coming to your attention here that you just have to be careful of being impulsive about. There is more work ahead, but you have everything you need to work through it with that Ten of Wands. So looking forward here, you have the Nine of Pentacles in your current influence. Definitely like to see this. This is One of my favorite abundance cards, because this is financial independence. Okay, this person has planted seeds that have now grown and are sustaining them for the future. It's like having your own garden where you can live off your own food that you're growing, right? It's some sort of sustainability in your life. And independence. It means that you don't need anybody else's resources, anybody else's finances. You have everything you need to, be an independent person. And that's what this this Nine of Pentacles rather is showing up in your current situation. So it's almost like perhaps for some of you, it's like you do see. It's almost like maybe you can start this side hustle, or you can go like leave your job or like really go for it. But there's still some sort of resistance that's showing up here with that Nine of Pentacles. But it definitely like to see that. That is solo energy. And in your external influence, you also have this Queen of Swords, which is also a card of independence. Actually, these are two massively independent energies here. Big energy of independence in your life with this Queen of Swords. The thing is, with the Queen of Swords, they don't really... like in there, if you find a Queen of Swords in a relationship, they have their own resources, they have their own thing going, they have their own job, they're not dependent on anybody, they're doing their own thing. And so it's very striking to me that you have gotten both of these cards in the current and the external influence. It's almost like you see someone coming in, potentially romantically, and it's just you're just kind of like, well, I'm fine being single, or I'm fine being on my own, I have my own thing going here. Some of you may be relating to that. Others of you, if you're already in a relationship or that's just not on your mind, you really are thinking about striking out on your own here. You're thinking about going solo here, like doing some sort of self-employment or some sort of job like that where you're running the show, you're going independent here. Are some of you freelancing? I wonder if some of you are freelancing. I do feel like potentially that's happening. You have the Four of Swords. This is somebody who, and by the way, this is in your hopes and fears here, the Four of Swords. So you're kind of like need a break from this Ten of Swords here, this ending. It's almost like you also need a break from your career or job or something like that. I'm getting that picture for some of you. For others of you, there's a break in a relationship maybe that's happening where it's like you're not totally breaking up, but you're taking a break or something like that going on here with this Four of Swords. There's rest, there's recovery, there's a break from whatever it is that you've been doing. Because I almost feel like that situation is causing this conflict here as well with this Five of Wands showing up. Now, in the outcome, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is somebody who is getting rewarded and recognized for a quality job well done. You can see the anvil in the background. You can see the mallets on the person's belt there, indicating that this is somebody who's a craftsman. They do superior work. They do quality work. You can see they're hanging up their latest creation. Or holding them up. The other ones are hanging up on the wall. And so it says that you can expect to get some sort of recognition for all of the hard work you've been doing, especially because when I saw this devil in the future, I thought like maybe that's Capricorn being in the spotlight here. And so some of you, potentially, that's a potential for some of you here in this middle of the month. I do feel like some of you are doing freelancing, some of you are doing contract work, or you have some sort of skill that you're being rewarded and recognized for. That you're now using to go self-employed. Some of you are doing that. And the other thing is this Three of Pentacles is groups or teamwork, anything like that, heavily associated with teamwork. So some of you maybe are, meeting somebody, something like that going on there. So let's see what else we have here let's clarify this. Let's pull these three clarifiers. Yeah, you have the King of Pentacles. There you are once again showing up with the Devil and the King of Pentacles, no doubt about it. This is somebody who says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? They already are on their gold chair. They have their gold crown. For them, they have stuck to their routines to achieve success, to achieve victories and abundance in their life. And so I definitely like to see that. You are doing the hard work. You're putting in the work. You're putting in the energy and the effort to get the things done that you need to get done. And I would say with that Devil card showing up, I would just be careful of not letting routines slip away from you. Keep your routines going here. Yeah, you have the Nine of Swords. This relationship or this, there is a conflict here. Now I don't think it's external. I don't think it's with someone else. I feel like there's an internal conflict with this Nine of Swords. It's leading you to have some sort of nightmare here. There's something here that's heavy on your mind that you're trying to work through with this Nine of Swords showing up. And the thing is, at the end of the day, this will all work out because you have the Sun. This is major victory. This is success, happiness. It's the most happy card. It's the best card in the tarot. So Page of Cups, the Sun, that's happiness coming into your life. That's victory. That's success. Whatever, conflicts here that you're looking to resolve, the answer's coming in. The answer's coming in. And I feel like it's definitely a nice message. Let's go ahead and see what else. Some of you are in the spotlight with the Sun, the Devil, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. There's no doubt you're getting rewarded for something. And I do feel like it's around a skill or a talent that you have. Let's see what we have here. You're ready. Okay, some of you are either ready to step into the spotlight or you're ready to go self-employed. You're ready to go on your own here. You're ready to run the show. Let's see what else we have. You're ready for the next step here, either in your career or in this relationship. Okay, look at this, within the next few weeks. So since this is middle of September, we're looking sometime between now and October here coming in for you. So wow, definitely getting some sort of results within the next few weeks, it seems like. And let's see these other two cards. Yeah, be assertive and trust. Trust that this will happen, especially with the Sun. Trust that this resolution's coming in and you'll know exactly what you need to do when the moment arrives. And with the be assertive, sometimes you have to take life by the reins, right? And just do it, right? And just do the things that you know you need to do. So that's what I see coming in here for you. Let's see what else we have. We'll pull some additional cards here. We'll pull the Kipper cards, see what wants to come forward. All right. Bad health, okay. Main male, adjudication, community, main female, toil and labor. Look, here's counterparts. Main female and main male are counterparts in this card. So it is, and I feel like with the bad health, don't get stressed about it. I think it's the health of that relationship is causing you to have some sort of conflict. Yeah, and I did pick up on something about a community here with the Three of Pentacles. Some of you either meeting groups of people or meeting somebody within a community that's just helping you see something in a new way. And you are getting a just reward for all of the hard work that you've put in with toil and labor and adjudication. Like definitely some sort of outcome that is well deserved here. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.